there, I am Steve Bekin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring that little bell icon so you're notified when new videos drop. And I want to talk about the entertainment industry. I want to talk about Hollywood and the entertainment industry in general, because they are once again being our moral arbiters. They are taking a side on a current political issue and they're taking a moral stance. And honestly, I don't think they got the right to do that. I think they should. I think they should shut up and make movies and TV shows and entertain us and don't moralize to us. The issue I'm talking right now is the abortion issue, which is a complex issue. In fact, anytime anybody ever tells you that no, this is simple, this is black and white, normally it's a complex issue, and this is a complex issue. I do not know where life begins. Neither do you. I suspect it's begun by the third trimester. I think something has arms, legs, a head, and breathes, and as far as we can tell, independent brain function is probably a life at that point. And I think aborting a fetus at that point is probably killing it. That's not to say that in some circumstances that can't be a justified homicide. It could be if... I'm a rabbi, as I mention often. I am the rabbi from our planet. And Jewish law is that if the mother's life is in danger by a pregnancy, the mother's life takes precedence. That's not to say that the baby isn't a life. It just says if there's a killing that needs to be done, the mother's life is the one that's protected in that case. So I think this is demonstrable that this is a complex issue. Something it certainly isn't is an attack on women. It's not an attack on. It's certainly not a male patriarchal attack on women, because half the pro-life movement is indeed women. I think it's a moral stand that if you think that having an abortion is killing a baby, then you think it's killing a baby. I think the science is there to say that's probably, or possibly, what it could be. I think, again, the further wrong you get, the more probable you are killing a baby. And once again, there are times when that's justified. Again, when the mother's in danger. I would even say when the mother's mental health is in danger. So if the baby is a product of rape or of incest or any of these terrible things, I think there's at least an argument for abortion. In fact, honestly, my personal opinion is that of the Bill Clinton in the 1990s, the left-wing position in the 1990s, in that abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. Abortion is not a good thing. It's not a thing that you should be proud or happy that you've gone through, but it should be available. And honestly, I feel outlawing abortion altogether is also not such a great thing. Even if it is killing a baby, because all that will happen is I think it'll be driven underground, and abortions will be done far less safe. And again, instead of being killing a baby and saving a mother, it'll be killing a baby and very probably injuring the mother. So again, I'm not an advocate for an abortion ban, even though I would like to just state clearly it could well be killing a baby. I think this is all indicates that this is indeed a complex issue, one there is not a simple solution for. I don't think you're ever going to put that back in the box again. But that's not how it would appear if you're in Hollywood. Sophie Turner said she would not support any place that or work anywhere that has anti-abortion laws taking away women's right to choose. It's amazing how you just reframe something to make you sound virtuous. And look, Sophie Turner, I have to tell you, I think your time is pretty much over. You got really lucky when you were a kid. You're on a very successful TV show, and you grew up on that, and you're reasonably pretty. But that's about it. I think it's over for you at this point. These X-Men movies look like they're going to tank. The X-Men movie looks like it's going to tank. You may be a fantastic actress. I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. And just generally speaking, if you're 23 years old, and it's going to be hard for you to hear this out there, you probably don't know anything about anything. So you should keep. Okay, you should formulate your opinions, but I would keep your opinions to yourself. You know, I think there's an Oscar Wilde quote that says it's better to keep one's mouth shut and have all around you think you're a fool than to open it and to remove all doubt. So, I think the world should make a stand against Hollywood, make a stand against the entertainment industry, and I've got a practical solution that might just work if it gets to the right ears and if it gains any traction. Who knows? I'm just going to throw it out there. There's a lot of Christians out there. Again, I am not one of you. I am a Jew. I'm sorry for the whole crucifixion thing. I don't think we're involved. I think it's probably the Romans. But you know what? Let's agree to differ. I think right now, any persons of faith are kind of on the same side of the fence. So let's not fight. There are a lot of Christians out there, and a lot of Christians out there feel very strongly about abortion. There's a lot of people in Georgia, and I think this abortion law in Georgia and the other states that are enacting this law are not being imposed, but they're being done because there's an overwhelming popular support for them. So Disney, I think, is ground zero for this moralizing, for social engineering, which they do. You know, it's they have a pretty bad track record of it, and they are. I don't think there's anything we can do to really hurt Disney, but there is something we can do to embarrass Disney, which is fantastic. That was actually the point of the whole the petition to remake Game of Thrones season 8. Nobody in a million years thought it was going to happen. Even though, you know what, if they were smart, they would film another 6 episodes worth of stuff and intercut it with what they have and make a workable super season. Everybody will subscribe to that, and the fans will be happy. They'll win over a lot of people, and they'll sell a lot of DVDs. But you know what? It means having egg on your face, which I think that in Hollywood is the worst thing that can possibly happen to you. That's how wonderful their lives are in Hollywood. The worst thing that can happen to you is you look stupid. And you look stupid publicly. So I think that's what we should do. Disney is launching a streaming service at the end of the year to compete with Netflix called Disney Plus. Now I know Netflix has also said, let's boycott Georgia. But you know what? I think the Christians out there, the pro-lifers out there, you need to pick one target, one small target, and put all your energy into that. And that energy should be boycott Disney Plus. Boycott Disney Plus. And I have to tell you, Disney, you made it so easy to boycott you. You know, you took great franchises, and honestly, you made them into garbage. I want to see that Bounty Hunter show. That looks really cool. But you know what? I would join in this boycott to make you look stupid. And again, I think there's a lot of pro-lifers out there. So if you're in the pro-life camp, if you're Christian, if you feel strongly about this, pass this message on. Hashtag boycott Disney Plus. Let's make it happen. Let's be a David that takes out this Goliath and throws egg all over their face, which they so very much deserve. Those, you know what? Something else that bears mentioning. The worst thing about Hollywood moralizing to us is they are the least moral community in the Western world, and they're very happy about it. You know, the Me Too movement happened from Hollywood. It wasn't an expression of toxic masculinity. It was an expression of toxic Hollywood. You know, they're unquestionably bodies buried in the desert of young women who came to Hollywood with dreams and got used up, murdered, and are buried somewhere. We all believe that. We all knew Me Too was happening. For the last 50 years, we all knew about the casting couch. And so these disgusting, immoral people who just lie barefaced. I mean, really, Meryl Streep? Meryl Streep is one of the big ones at wagging your finger and moralizing. And you want to tell me you didn't know about your good friend Harvey Weinstein? We know you did. You know you did. Everybody knows you did. So, my response is let's send Hollywood a message. Let's kick them where it hurts in their wallet and say, boycott Disney Plus. Boycott Disney Plus. Let's abort this baby and see how they like it. I am Sila Betkin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe.